Second video of the day, which is a kind of a miracle because I maybe haven't been the best at live streaming lately. So I'm here today, the second time today, to make cold fermented pizza dough. And this is new to me. Today's my day of new things. It's new to me because normally I make pizza dough the same day I use it. I think only a couple of times I've done an overnight pizza dough, but typically I do a pizza dough that has a quick rise. So what that means for me is that I use warm water and sugar to activate the yeast and to get it to do its thing and to rise and all of that stuff. Yo! So I think the reason people do the cold fermented dough is not because they really like to wait 4 days for their pizza dough to be ready, but is because it's supposed to have like all these different flavors, which I find to be a little bit surprising, only because it's like pizza dough. Like I feel like it all pretty much tastes the same. But I guess we're gonna experiment and find out. Michael says, calm down. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I haven't gotten anything out yet though. So I have to get out a mixer. I've spent the time between making the mozzarella and now writing up my recipe. Yeah, where is Brianna? She specifically is the one who told me to hurry up. She didn't really, but she was like, I'm ready. Robin, where are you? What's going on? Which is why I started before I had any of my stuff out, because I didn't want her to have to wait. Okay, so. Oh, she thought I was talking to her somehow. I don't know how. Okay, so things I need are a mixer, olive oil. I don't get it. Did I say anything that sounded like her name? I don't think so. I don't think I did. So yeah, she's putting groceries away, but she definitely said she was going to join us. Okay, so we need bread flour, salt. They used instant yeast. I don't think it matters. I'm going to use active dry yeast. That's what I have. Water, olive oil, and then a mixer with the dough hook. You guys haven't seen my new mixer yet. Wait till you see it. And a bunch of Tupperwares, because you like cut the dough into balls and then you have to put it into Tupperwares as little balls instead of just having one thing. So I'm going to start getting some stuff out, and maybe you can tell me what you guys have been up to this weekend to entertain me while I do that. As I may have mentioned, I went apple picking yesterday, which was a bit of a letdown, if I'm being completely honest about it. I go fruit picking periodically, so I have an expectation of what it's supposed to be, and it was not that. It was not what my expectation was, so I was a little disappointed about that. I have no idea. If a jar of flour is behind a jar of flour that's labeled, do you assume that the jar of flour that's behind the labeled jar is the same kind? That's what I'm going to assume. I hope it is. The hood is looking tasty. It's a nice looking hood when it's new. Let's chat in 5 years after it's been worn and used. See how good it's looking then. All right, I need a scale. And what else do I need? I'm going to put my scale here, I think. Can I do that? Just going to mess it up. It's kind of not. Maybe it'll mess it up. I think I'll have to put it down here so it's on a nice flat surface. Okay, we're going to tear out this ginormous bowl. Maybe I should not put it in here. Okay, wait. What are the steps? Oh, yeah, actually, this needs to be my bowl for after, for when it does its first rise. which is called the bulk ferment. It's called. They're a pain to clean. Yeah, they are a pain to clean. I don't usually clean them, to be honest. This is my first place that I haven't rented. I've rented my whole life. And so I guess I just don't clean it. Yeah. They've always been really gross. They've always been like really yucky. What products do you use to clean it? I don't even know what I would use except maybe Goo Gone. You know what that is? Goo Gone? Okay, so my first mix, I think, should be in the mixing bowl that comes with my mixer. That is going to be the way to do it. All right, you ready to see this beauty? I'm going to put it over here though because I'm running out of space on that side. So it's hi, hey Mooncat. So it was the same mixer I had before. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't know what Mr. Muscle is. Is it similar to Goo Gone? Is it like a product that you would say is the same? So I had a really old mixer that I liked a lot, but it was black, and my new kitchen is white, and so I kind of wanted something that matched a little bit. And so I got this mixer off of Craigslist, which is like a website we use for buying used things from strangers off the internet. And so I bought this from an old lady who she said she was so old she couldn't lift it anymore, which they are very heavy. So that'll probably be me in like 10 years. But I got it, and then it's kind of like a cool white / grayish color. And I got these cute little stickers. It was like called removable wallpaper. So it's like vinyl. And I ordered it off of this website called Spoonflower, where people can design their own fabrics and wallpapers, and they'll print it for you. And then they keep your designs. And if other people like them, then they can buy them, and then you get a commission. So I feel like I'm like supporting an artist who made this really cute design. And they're like jellyfish who ate sweets. So let's see if you can see it. You're kind of far away. I don't know if you can see them, but anyways, these are all little jellyfish. So this one ate an ice cream and that one ate a cake. I think it's just the cutest thing ever. I'm very pleased with it. So it's not really a better mixer than the mixer I had before. It's just cuter, which is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You think it's the same, the Mr. Muscle and Goo Gone? Okay, yeah. So if I wanted to clean a hood, I guess that's what I would choose to use because I feel like it's the best at getting sticky things off. Okay, so what have you guys been eating and making lately? What's the best thing that you've cooked recently that you were like, okay, I would definitely want to have this like every week? Because I made something recently where I was like, oh, that was really good. I could totally see making that every week. What was it? It was this week too. My memory's terrible. Oh my God, I really can't remember. That is so sad. Well, if I remember, I'll let you know. Okay, so sorry, I have to flip back and forth because I have it on here. Oh, I could do it on my phone, I think. Yes, so the first thing is to whisk water, 500 grams of water, 18 grams of salt, and 75 grams of flour. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to tear this out. 500 grams of water. How much do you think that is? Let's find out. Oh, wait, I think I have oh, no, I have a milliliters on here. But that's the same, right? Grams and milliliters when it's liquid. It's the same. Use milliliters. So yeah, have you been cooking anything? That mozzarella I made was gluten-free. All right, this looks like 500 grams. Let's find out. Not even close. It was 450. I'm fired. Oh my gosh, this is a lot of water. I think I'm just going to stop there. Well, no, because then it'll mess up my recipe if I end up putting this on the website. I have to be exact. Okay. So we've got water, and then what do we need? Salt, and I'm going to bring my phone over so I don't have to keep switching back and forth. All right, let's see. I was just having a conversation. I have 6 packs of tofu. Ooh. So it's tofu every day for a while. You know what I do when I have a shit ton of tofu? I make tofurkey. That's what you should use. Oh, I actually have a tofurkey recipe on my website that's gluten-free if you wanted to. Okay. I don't know. Why is Brown chatting in Discord instead of coming here? So annoying. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm looking up. Where did I put that? I put it on my Trello board for recipe ideas, right? It's so weird. It's like here, but I can't see it on my phone. It's like it's not updating. Ghost pizzas. It should be at the top, but it isn't. Okay, well, I'm going to have to keep toggling back and forth then. Okay, we did the water, and then we want to do the salt, 18 grams of salt. So yeah, tofurkey is like one of my favorite things to make when I have a shit ton of tofu. Costco sells tofu in the 4 packs. So how did you get 6 packs? 18 grams. I'm going to tear this out so I don't put too much salt in. Not that there is such a thing. Oh, that's a lot of salt. Oh my. This is going to be a salty pizza dough. I like that. I like the sound of that. Okay, 18 grams of salt. What's next? Yeast. 1.5 grams of yeast. That is like such a small amount because my scale rounds up to the nearest gram because it's on a drug scale. So I think I might need to ask the internet to tell me what that is in teaspoons. So I'm going to say 1.5 grams yeast to teaspoons. Teaspoons. Okay, let's see. 1 teaspoon is 3 grams, so it's a half of a teaspoon. Got it. All right. I'm going to write that in my notes so I don't forget. You definitely need a drug scale. It's a business write-off. I mean, I agree. Every time I do drugs, I'm like, where's my fucking information? Okay, I'm going to put half a teaspoon in parentheses here so I don't forget. Put that later. Okay. But honestly, with drugs, you just round up, right? The more, the better. Okay. So I need my half a teaspoon measuring. As if on cue, this song about drugs came on. See, mine is active dry yeast, and they were using instant yeast to make this. So I'm already going off recipe. I created my recipe by using 2 different recipes, so I guess I'm not really following any recipe at all. Whenever I put an overnight dough recipe on my website, my selling point for it is always that it uses less yeast. Because when you make your same day one, you need like a whole tablespoon of yeast. So it uses 1/6 of the amount of yeast, which is kind of remarkable. If you're like running low on yeast, if it's a pandemic and you can't get yeast, what are the other reasons? The other reasons I guess is that yeast is maybe expensive. I don't know. I buy it in bulk, so it's a little cheaper. But I think when you buy it in those little packets at the store, it can add up for sure. Okay. So there's actually, I'm supposed to put some of the flour. I think I'm supposed to put 75 grams of the flour. So let's do that right now, so I don't forget. Tear. Oops, I can't set the whisk in there, else it's gonna, actually I'll tear it with the whisk. I remember when I did that to you, Brianna, I teared it with the sifter and then you didn't know what the hell was going on. I aim to confuse, you know what I'm saying? I don't, I just do it, it just happens. I used a little too much, I think it's close. I used 79 instead of 75, I don't think it matters. matters. All right, let's whisk this in. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Wait, I tricked you. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, this trickery that you're speaking of. I only tricked people on one day of the year. I don't even think I did any tricks on April 1st. Not that I can remember. I remember I did that. I tried to do that Chipotle trick to my work, but nobody clicked on it. I don't think I'm very good at playing tricks on people. All right, I think this is good. I mean, I don't know. They didn't have pictures of this part in any of the recipes I read, but I feel like this looks pretty good. I tricked you. It made things interesting. I did the link. I have no idea what you mean. I have no idea what that means. Okay. So my next step is add the rest of the flour a third of a time, mixing in between each. So we need to get the dough hook out, basically. How do I like my newish mixer? I fucking love this shit out of it. It's so cute. It makes me so happy. So happy. I actually ran out of jellyfish stickers before I covered it, though. I feel like there's some bald spots that could use some more, but I thought I was buying more than enough. All right, I need the dough hook. Okay, using this attachment for dough. Who makes their own pizza dough? Do any of you make your own pizza dough? I always just take it for granted. I haven't bought pizza dough in like years and years and years. Will I be making cool Halloween stuff? I am. Will I be doing them on the channel is a good question, though. So here's part of my problem right now, Mooncat, and you probably already have the solution to this because you have a really professional setup. But I feel like I can do one of two things. I can either stream while I'm making something and then use my phone to like look at my recipe notes, or I can take like hands and pans video from overhead using my phone, and then I use my computer to look at my notes. I can't do both. Like I need another device if I'm going to do a live stream and make a professional video. And I feel like for a lot of my recipes, I need the like portrait video for like Instagram Reels and stuff like that. So this is my predicament. Do you have a solution for me? You've made your own pizza dough a million times. Did you make your pizza dough at home, or did you make it at your ex-stepdad's pizza restaurant? And do you still make it at home? So my Halloween plans for this week are I'm making black tahini bat-shaped crackers, and I'm going to collab for Disney Halloween. So I'm going to make mini donuts that have Mickey Mouse ears and bat wings. But I'm making both of those this week and also working full time and also making a bunch of stuff for my dad's birthday. So I just don't know how much of it I'm going to be able to document, sadly. But ideally, I want to put stuff up for people to get to before Halloween. And I've already made a black pasta recipe for Halloween. And there's another one I've already made for Halloween, but I haven't put them on the internet yet. I'm terrible. I need like an assistant. Do your kids assist you, Mooncat? And can they come assist me? All right, I'm going to put a third of the flour in, but I need to think for a second. So I put 75 grams in, which means I still have 675 to go. So let me ask my calculator what that is divided by 3. 675 divided by 3. It's 225. So I'm going to put 225 grams in here, and then we're going to let the mixer do it. You haven't made it for a couple years? Why not? Do you buy it? I mean, it's very cheap to buy the pre-made dough at Trader Joe's. I can see the appeal to not making it yourself when it's so cheap there. When you made pizza dough at the restaurant, did you make it like the same day, or did you do the cold fermented dough? Okay, that's close to 225. All right, so I did a third of it, and now we're gonna put it in the jellyfish mixer. So cute. It's very thirsty. You can also buy it from a lot of independently owned places. Yeah, but that's a whole nother extra stop in your shopping when you can just get it at Trader Joe's. Cold fermented. Did they make it and let it stay in the fridge for like days before they used it? That's the cold fermented way. Your kids like helping, but normally it makes things harder. I believe that. I totally believe that. It's like my employees at work. Sometimes it's just easier to do it myself than to delegate it. The mixer was a wee bit bigger than a KitchenAid. I've seen those big mixers. I could like fit in the bowl myself. My body could fit in the bowl. Sounds more pleasant than the blender. Yeah, I bet. I gave you the option to mute when I blended. It was made most mornings. I think I just turned something on with my butt. Most mornings, but put in the fridge. Oh, well, if you're so you're just doing same day dough. If you're using something you used that morning. The cold fermented takes 4 days. So far the longest I've ever spent making dough is overnight. I made it overnight dough. I've never done it like this. I'm going to increase the speed a wee bit. I think Brianna got the wee bit idea in my mind, and now I'm saying it. All right. I think I'm going to do a second bowl for measuring so I don't have to keep moving this around. It was many years ago, so you don't remember. Yeah, well, I don't really remember something that happened many days ago, so I don't blame you. All right, we decided 225 was a third, right? I found this jar behind the bread flour jar, and I'm hoping it's extra bread flour. I don't really know. It's not labeled, which is unfortunate because I have a label maker. Why didn't I label it? Just waiting for a boy like you. All right. So this is the second third of flour I'm putting in. I have to check and make sure I don't forget any ingredients. Okay, that seems good. I think it probably doesn't help. I'm a bit of a control freak. Oh my God, same. I am also. I do have an awesome label maker. Someone really awesome got it for me. I don't know if you know that. Yeah, I'm a control freak, not just with cooking, but like with everything as well. And then she discovers it's icing sugar. Oh my God, that would be so much powdered sugar. And not that I haven't had that much powdered sugar at one time, because I'm sure I have. When I used to get it in bulk at Rainbow Grocery. Oh, shucks. All right, let's weigh out the last 225. Ooh, it's already getting thick. This is going to be a thick-ass dough. All right. Last 225. Okay. Ooh, we're getting close. 213. 217. Oh, 224, close enough. Labeling is so much fun. Wait, Mooncat, do you have a label maker too? Can we talk about label makers for like 1 hour? I did a lot of label maker research before I got mine to make sure I was getting like the perfect one for me. So I'm curious if other people also do this much work. All right, let's check what's next. What is our next step? Oh wait, I realized that wasn't working. You love your label maker. How often do you use yours, Brianna? Okay, add the rest of the flour, mixing between each. Let the dough rest for a half hour as soon as you don't see any more dry flour. Okay, so that's rest in the container it's in right now, I think. You have your jars of grains labeled, and oh, you put the cooking instructions? Oh my god, that's a long label. It's a lot of labeling. Do you not know all your cooking instructions for grains by heart? Back in the day, we kept paper copies of things. I had all my folders labeled. I did too. Like file folders, you mean? I used to have that too. All right, I don't know if this is ready to put in. I think it is. That looks pretty well mixed, in my opinion. All right, jellyfish, get ready for the rest. Oh, you used your label maker for that. Yeah, I think I did not. I think I just used like a marker right on the folder. Not very professional of me. Travel bottles. That is a really good thing to use it for, is travel bottles. Back in the day, because we're all old as fuck. Yeah, we are. I don't know. Well, we're all old as fuck. I don't know about Michael and Mooncat. They might be young little whippersnappers. I don't know the different times for the different colored lentils, buckwheat, power grains, etc. I'm sure you're surprised. I mean, we're getting old. Our memories are going too. Just keep taking those B12 vitamins, kiddos. All right, this dough's about to get scrappy. Scrappy dough. I think it's time to refill my flour jars. You are 2 years shy of 40? You don't feel like that's old? Okay. I'm so old, I make old people feel young. There's someone called Vegan Granddad, right? Is he an actual granddad? I'm a 1967 born old fart. Oh, yeah, you might be the oldest one here, actually. 67. Wait, so Michael, do you, oh no, but you're in the UK, so you're not going to know this. I was going to say, do you know about the Brooklyn blackout cake that I'm going to make this week? Because that was from the 60s, but I think it was only a United States thing. But I don't know, maybe you know about it. So already I can tell that this dough is too wet. So I used too much water. So one of the recipes that was used a lot of water. This one used not a lot of water. And so I kind of went with a number sort of in between. Not this one. I looked at 2 recipes and they were very different. So I kind of chose things in the middle. And I think it was too much water because that looks really moist to me. So I'm gonna stop it, I think, and I'm gonna change my recipe to add extra flour in the next step after this sits for a half hour. I was born in the 70s. Your stepdad turns 80 and doesn't seem old to you. Grumpy Vegan Granddad is 53, I think. Wait, does he actually have grandkids? At 53, you could definitely have grandkids for sure. I could already have grandkids right now. But knock on wood that never ever happens. You found your almonds. Great. You're 48, but don't tell anyone. You're actually not that far off from my age, but also don't tell anyone that. Okay. Mooncat, do people tell you that you don't look that old? I don't think you look 48. I'm sure nobody would think that you look 48. You look younger. Your stepdad's on his 4th golf trip in about 3 months. What is a golf trip? What is that? Like you take a trip to play golf rather than just playing where you live? He does stuff around the house and yard and golfs at least 3 times a week. I think that's a normal old person thing to do. Old people love golf. My stepdad plays golf too. All right, I want you to just sit here. I actually don't know what I want you to do because I'm not paying attention to the recipe closely enough. Get in there. All right, I'm going to soak my dough hook so I can use it again in a bit and it won't be dirty. Most 80-year-olds can't golf 18 holes anymore. Oh, really? So does he hang out with people younger than him then? I'm just going to cover this so it doesn't get dry on the edges. Most people think you're about 40-ish. Yeah. I would guess late 30s. I would guess that you're Brianna's age. They think because I'm so childish. That's how I feel. People are like, oh, you look so much younger. And I'm like, I don't when I look at my face, but I think you're thinking of because I dye my hair weird colors that you think I look younger. Mark does have a youthful look. Oddly enough, some people thought I was only 40, although I'm not sure what a 40-year-old looks like. Yeah, well, I think it looks like this. They actually all look different. So I was chatting with my friend Sam, who I've only met in real life one time because we're internet friends, and he's only been to San Francisco once. I think he lives on the East Coast. And I'm in a group chat with him and my friend Kimmy, and so he asked, well, how old do I look? And I was like, well, I haven't seen you in like 6 years, so I need to see like a recent picture. So I looked at a recent picture of him, and I answered honestly. I was like, okay, he has a lot of gray hair, and David has only a tiny bit of gray hair, and David just turned 42 this weekend. And so I guessed that he would have been older than that. So I think I guessed like 46 or something. And he was mad. Apparently, I guessed older than he was. But I don't know, what else do you go on? You have to like pick up on clues and try to guess and make an accurate guess. And then Kimmy informed me that when someone asks you, you are supposed to guess 5 years younger than you really think, which I didn't know this rule. So I just guessed what I actually thought. And then I got in trouble. But I was kind of like, don't ask if you don't want the real answer. I don't ask people to guess how old I am. That's not fun. So yeah, I thought that maybe the answer was the karma for the asking. That's what you get. You like the way of thinking? This late 30s way of thinking? He's the oldest or one of the oldest? Oh, of his golfing friends, you mean? Yeah. You can't tell half the time. Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's true. You would never expect someone to lie if you ask. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you. See, you don't know this weird rule either, apparently. I just think honesty is the best policy. Yeah, if they're going to ask you, at least need to be prepared for their real answer. I mean, I don't know. I guess they could have said, how old do you think I am? Kind answers only. And then I would be like, okay, they want me to lie. Then I would have known. Do you think my stream earlier went okay? Oh, yeah, I didn't see it. Michael, how was Mooncat's stream earlier? Inquiring minds want to know. It's not a rule. People just do it to be nice. Oh, so I'm not nice, is what you're saying. As a rule, I'm not nice. That's what we've learned. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna look at this. I need to look at this. I want to know how Mooncat's stream was also, though. So I'm gonna need to. I need to read that report. Let the dough rest for half an hour. Then add 15 grams of olive oil and knead it for 5 minutes. Okay. So I need to measure out some olive oil. I can be honest and nice. Oh, how? What should I have said? What should I have said? I did give him reasons why I guessed that. I was like, okay, well, I wasn't trying to be mean, but here are this was my thought process on guessing, just so he wasn't like thinking that I was looking at some like his wrinkles or something, you know? All I did was use this one little piece of information. And then he was like, oh, maybe I should shave my beard if it makes me look old. And I was like, yeah. But I think that about everyone. You couldn't, okay, Michael couldn't watch all of it, but it was good from what he saw. What was the discussion? I like the panel debates. Who was debating? What were you debating? You weren't not nice. How he took it is his problem, not yours. You didn't say you look old as a fuck. That's true. I definitely didn't. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I guess I could have said it if I was kidding, but I don't think I would have. It was about ex-vegans. Oh. Yeah, that is a great topic. I have very strong feelings about that too. So what was who won the debate? Was anyone arguing? What were the arguments made? Clearly, I'm just going to go back and watch it instead of making you relay it all to me. Okay, I need olive oil. How cute is this little baby olive oil that someone got me? I should use it as props and pictures. It's so cute. I am not a fan of ex-vegans. I actually split up with a relationship over that before because he stopped being vegan. And I was like, I don't think I can never like you now. Like if you willingly, it's different if you've never been vegan and you don't know any better. But if you already know all of the reasons why you should be vegan and then you willingly are contributing to that, I just can't. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. It's like you're a shittier person than somebody who's just a muggle, you know? Oh yeah, I have to measure some of this to put in it too, right? Let me find a good method to do that. It wasn't arguing, more of a discussion about why some people are and how to avoid the same fate. Oh, okay. So it wasn't a shit talking session. It was more of a let's make sure we don't keep increasing the ex-vegan population. Yeah, it seems like such a no-brainer for me. Like I just can't ever see a scenario where I could ever go back to not being vegan. A few large Tupperwares. Oh, 15 grams / milliliters. Okay, I'm just going to measure out 15 milliliters then. Is this about 15 milliliters? Oh, yeah. 15 milliliters is a tablespoon. You guys probably already knew that. I just learned it. Okay. That's the oil we're going to use later. But I'll leave this out for oiling other Tupperwares. I'm gonna run out of Tupperware, so I guess we'll find out. You should come on the channel. Yeah, I want to. I'm not good at debating stuff that requires a lot of research, but stuff like that, oh, I could definitely debate the shit out of something like that. Something I feel strongly about. But I feel like there's a lot of topics I might not be knowledgeable enough about to talk about. Does that make sense? And also, I communicate like this. Are you sure you don't want to retract your offer? But yes, I would love to join on a topic that seems appropriate for me. If anything, I can make you look good by looking bad. Does it work that way or no? If you weren't already smart, you would look smart next to me, is what I'm trying to say. But you're already smart, so that probably doesn't help you at all. All right, I'm just putting the rest of this oil on my body like a normal person. I haven't been timing this, so I don't remember how long ago I finished mixing it. It doesn't look any different. Nice hair. Hair's a follow. Oh, thanks. I haven't even brushed it today, so I appreciate that compliment. I'll let you know what the next stream is and see if you want to join. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. I'm more well-spoken than I think. I don't know. Maybe over text when I can think about what I'm going to say instead of just fumbling over my words. I do better over text, I think. Oh yeah, I have to figure out how much flour I need to add to this to make it less wet. Oh, thank you, Mooncat. That's very nice of you to say. Okay, so you're not retracting your offer. That's good. Keep thinking that way. I would love to join. How much in advance do you think of your topics? Are you already thinking of some? Is it a secret? Are we allowed to know? Okay, I have to look at where I got my inspiration for these recipes so I can see how to fix it. Okay, so this person did 100% flour to 64% water. And I did, what's 320 times 1.5? I did a higher percentage of water. I'm trying to figure out how much higher. So I did 6 milliliters too much. No, I did 8 milliliters too much. I'm just gonna wing it, I think. That's probably not the best way to do it. I bet her head is very cluttered. I was listening to a podcast the other day that was saying that they still, when they come across people who don't have a, what do you call it? It's like your schedule for what you're publishing. Oh my God, talk about cluttered head. I don't even know what they called it. Production schedule, no. Whatever. If you don't have like a calendar with every post that you're posting, what day you're posting it, like months in advance, then you're not like doing it right, is basically what they said. And I was like, oh, cool. Well, I'm not doing it right then. Because I just have like a Trello board of ideas, and then I just move them along the path as I work on them. But I definitely don't have them scheduled, like what day I have to do everything, which is why none of my Halloween stuff is done. But that's okay. If this was my full-time job, then maybe things would be different. But since it isn't. Okay, so what did we decide? I'm just going to wing it. Let me get my scale back out. How much flour should I add, kitty cats? Ooh, Mooncat actually is a cat. I can finally say kitty cats and be correct and not just be making it up. Okay. I'm going to say at least, I'm going to say like 20 grams maybe. You're not super scheduled. So you have like a vague schedule. Do you only do YouTube or do you have a website also? I think if you just have YouTube, it could be easier. So I listened to a podcast yesterday where some YouTuber was like talking about all of the things that you do to like get more subscribers, which clearly I don't do because I have like 2. And he was talking about how there are like all of these different things that he does. And I was listening to it and I was just like, that's just for YouTube, not even for his blog, not even for his other social media. So all of that time that he puts into that is just for YouTube. And I was like, I just don't know how people have time for everything. Because he was talking about that he does keyword research and SEO research before he even thinks of his title for his YouTube videos. And I don't know if you do that, but I definitely don't do that. Like I put about 2 seconds into thinking what my titles are right before I start it. So yeah. And he was saying all this stuff. Like I don't do the things at the end of the video where you like add your, you know how you can be like, oh, here's some other videos to check out or whatever. I never do that. 20 grams doesn't look like that much at all. Maybe I should do 40. I think I'm going to try 40. Oops. Yeah, that's good. Meow. You are a cat. Your YouTube and your other main thing is Instagram. But you do have a website and Twitter. Okay, so you do the other things too. Do you do TikTok? Not that TikTok takes any extra time. I feel like if you're making reels, then you just use those on TikTok. That's all I do. And then I just learned that there's another app you can use to download your TikTok videos without the watermark. Someone just told me about that. A brand actually told me about it. So that was kind of cool to know. Okay, so let me update my notes to say that I'm adding 40 grams of flour. Where are you, notes? Okay, so instead of 750, I'm adding 790. Here. Okay. So yeah, so when you do your website, I'm guessing you do keyword research, but do you do the keyword research when you do your YouTube too? You did some TikTok, but it annoys you. What is it about it that annoys you? I don't consume content on TikTok and nobody really follows me, so it doesn't even make a difference if I post or not. I probably should just post only once in a while on TikTok to save time, but it doesn't really take that much time. And then I just joined Rizzle. Are you on Rizzle? I talk too much for 1 minute. Oh, yeah. It is hard to get down to a minute. Actually, TikTok lets you talk longer now. I think they just increased it to 3 minutes or 10 minutes even. I think some people have it 10 minutes. But yeah, I have a hard time editing my videos to be that short also. Especially my really complicated recipes that are like 3 recipes in one. I feel like I'm doing the universe a disservice by cutting it down to a minute. Instagram Reels is the one that's strict about a minute now. Oh no, that'll come out. Ooh, that looks better. That looks better. 20. I added 20 grams of flour. It looks a lot better. Are you okay? Having a hard time there? Okay, that looks like a good hydration. Do you want to see? Brianna's our expert since her stepdad worked at a pizza place. What do you think about that as a dough hydration? I think it looks pretty good. I'm gonna let it knead for a little bit. We're at the 49-minute mark. So at the 55-minute mark, I think it'll be done. You do keyword research? Oh, you're over 1,000 though. That's a lot. You have a lot of subscribers. After 12 months, that's a lot. I think that's a lot. I'm calling that a lot. I've decided. From your end, it sounds like your mixer is dying. That's what it always sounds like when it does thick doughs. I watched a YouTuber with 1 million TikTok followers showing their stats. They only made 3,000. 3,000 what? A month or a year? That doesn't make any sense if you only make 3,000 a year and you have 1 million followers. Something seems wrong about that. It's not too sticky, which is good. Okay, good. BitChute was recommended by Michelle Lowe, but haven't watched it for a while. It seems to circumvent a lot of the negative aspects of YouTube. Can you tell me more about BitChute? I've never heard of it. A year? 3,000 a year? Oh, that's terrible. That's so terrible. That's not good at all. So maybe I shouldn't even be worried about trying to increase my following on YouTube. Alright. Oh yeah, I said I was going to need it for a while. I almost just stopped it too soon. TikTok only pays like 10 cents per 1,000 views. Yeah, but 1,000 views you can get easily if you have a big following on TikTok, right? Let's see. Let me look at my TikTok. Let's figure this out, shall we? I'm curious now. I'll turn down my volume so you don't have to hear whatever pops up here. Okay, so, oh, you're right. Actually, my views on TikTok aren't as good as my Instagram Reel views. Yeah, my best views is like 700 on a video, and that's just like a best case scenario. Most of them are not that much. Instagram Reels, though, get a lot of views. They get thousands of views. I'm sure other people's TikToks are doing great. How you doing? You happy here? Seems happy. But yeah, I don't know what that means for how much they make, all in all. I guess you can monetize anything, but I didn't even really know there was a way to monetize TikTok videos. Like, the only way you can monetize Instagram videos is by working with companies. Where's Maki? Maki is right there. I had to think about it. I'm the worst mom ever. Let's go see Maki. I only took her on one walk today because I'm an asshole. It's already 2:30. We haven't swam. Can you see her? Mookie! Who's your Mookie? Hi. Hi. Are you wagging? Is that a wag? Do I see a wag? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, were you having a nap? Was that nappy time? Yeah. Oh. Oh, you want your belly rubbed? Is that what you're trying to say? Do you see that? How she just stuck that belly out? Oh, okay. Thanks for hanging out, Mooncat. She living the dream as usual. She is living the dream. Thank you. She's very cute. We'll let you know a date that works to visit. And make sure her calendar is clear too. Okay. Hello. Wait, were you gone? Yeah. I'll check her calendar. She doesn't really have any plans. She doesn't have the busy calendar that you may think she has. Her calendar tonight is meet new puppy. Tail wag. Okay, I'm turning it off. And I'm transferring the sticky ass dough to a bowl to sit for 2 hours. And that's after that 2 hours is when we divide it into the sizes that we're going to use to make the pizzas. And then you just stick it in the fridge for 4 fucking days. That's so long. I guess it can be for less. It can be for 3. But apparently the longer it sits in your fridge, the more flavor profiles happen. We'll see about that. Have I told her about her new sibling? So she met the puppies last weekend, but I don't think that she really grasps the idea that one of them is moving in. And so I don't know how she's going to feel about that shit. Last time we had a dog move in, it took her like maybe a week before she realized that they weren't going to leave and that they weren't just a vacation dog. And after a week, she started acting badly, like she was acting up basically. Her behavior was not ideal. Oh goodness, you're sticking to the bowl too much. I think I didn't add enough flour, but oh shit, I didn't do the fucking oil. Okay, well, guess who's fired? This gal. So dumb. Okay, here's the oil, you guys, that I almost forgot. Wow. I just have this all over my hands now. I was wondering why it was so sticky. Anyway, so no, I haven't really told her. I've made some comments while David's been around where I've said things like, yeah, Daddy hates you, and he's bringing a new dog into the house because he hates us. But I don't think she understands me. At least I caught it, before it was too late. So dumb. This brain of mine, it's not working its best, I gotta tell you. What are you gonna be for Halloween? Are you gonna dress up? Michael, do you do trick-or-treaters at your house? Steve was saying last year he didn't get any. All right, I washed my Halloween hands. Well, here's the thing. I was supposed to make pudding, and I haven't, and it's already time to swim almost. So I don't know when I'm going to make the pudding. Maybe tonight. I need to film it, though. So I have to do it while I still have daylight. How does the weekend go by so fast? I still haven't finished my coffee. It's 2:30. I can still do it. What are your decorations going to look like? Ugh. I know, I haven't done any research yet. So what I really want to do is decorate my house to look like a monster. So I need Revenge. You're going to dress up as Revenge? That's your costume? I want to dress up my house to look like a monster, so I want to get horns, teeth, I don't know what else, eyes. But I haven't done any research on how to do that. I was thinking the same things that I used for the mixer to decorate the mixer because then it peels off. But I don't know. I need to look into it. But I did get this pumpkin that I'm going to paint. Come here, pumpkin. I bought this little guy at Grocery Outlet. No. Some store we went to, I don't remember where. Sprouts. I got this little guy at Sprouts, and I think I'm going to paint him with pink drips so he looks like a donut or an ice cream. And I'm going to put sprinkles on. It's going to be cute. So this is my only indoor decoration right here. And then for outside, I think I'm going to try to make the house look like a monster. And if I can't swing that, then I'm going to try buying something instead of trying to be creative. But we'll see. You were thinking about painting pumpkins today? I was going to do that today. The day is just gone. I just don't understand how that works. Time just disappears. Okay, this is looking good. I'm gonna take it out. Yeah, I was gonna paint the pumpkin today. I had all these great plans for today, and I didn't do any of it. But I still have time. I could paint the pumpkin tonight. I don't need daylight for that. Although we're getting a puppy tonight, so I might not be able to do anything tonight, honestly. David's making it sound like it's going to take our whole evening and that I'm not going to be able to do anything else. Which is annoying because I need to make that pudding, but I guess I could make the pudding tomorrow. Brianna, what brand of pudding did you get? And can you read me or can you take a picture of the ingredients and send it to me so I can just copy yours? What I really want is the ingredients from the Alpro one because that one was so good. All right, it's still a pretty sticky dough even with the oil mixed in. Whatever. I was listening to my kitchen playlist earlier, and oh, it's the 365 one? Oh, cool. I haven't had that one yet. You're an Italian, and you like European football. Do I know how to have an... Oh my gosh, this is so hard to read. Oh, I've never thrown a knife. Something starring Jim Morrison. No, I haven't seen it, I don't think. I've only seen one movie about the wars, and it was a long time ago, and Jim Morrison wasn't even in it. It was his role was played by Val Kilmer, I think. So I'm pretty sure I have absolutely no idea what's going on. You're watching it now if anyone wants to watch with you. Okay, bye. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to fold this over, fold that over, and fold that over, and I'm going to put the folds at the bottom. Okay, that looks like a pretty good dough, actually. All right, let's see how much it rises. I'm putting the lid on. And again, I look like a monster. Just like that. Yeah. So messy. Oh, so what I was going to say is I was listening to the kitchen playlist earlier today, and I realized that Uela Swimming Pool is on that kitchen playlist, which means I basically just increased Brianna and Steve's compatibility on Spotify, so you guys can thank me later for that. Because I shared that band with Steve recently. Assuming Brianna still listens to that playlist, then that's an increased compatibility rating. Okay, well, I think I'm going to clean up a little bit. Did you? Okay, me too. Good. I'm going to clean up, and then I'm going to swim, and then I'm going to look for that picture of the ingredients of your pudding so I can try to copy it for my dad's pudding. And then I can put a shortcut in the recipe that people can just buy that pudding if they don't want to make it. I love putting those shortcuts in my recipes. The two of us got 64%. Oh, that's good. 64% is really good considering you listen to like Taylor Swift and he listens to good music. Oh, you listened to the kitchen playlist yesterday. Either way, if you're still listening to the kitchen playlist and now Steve just started listening to Uela Swimming Pool, then your 64% is going to increase, I think. That's basically what I'm thinking. That's how I'm feeling about it. So I'm going to plug in my computer. So yeah, wish me luck getting all of my things done today because of that stupid puppy trying to ruin my productivity today. He's probably going to be cute though. I've met them both. They're both very cute. I kind of hope we get the black and white one. Not to try to show favorites, but the black and white one is cuter. But yeah, I'll keep you updated when I find out which one we get, which of the chipmunks we get. Alvin, Simon, Theodore, do. I will send pictures. I'm sure that's all we're going to do is take pictures of them because they're so cute. Okay. Thank you for hanging out. This is going to be my last stream for today. I can't stream the pudding. I'm too far behind. But 2 streams in one day. It's like a world record for me. Okay, bye.